I lost my truck. Maybe all of my personal property. It depends, you know. What if somebody was to send me, you know, $400, which is what I need to get my truck back? I mean, that's one payment. I would still be 2 payments behind, you know. Like, oh, goddamn, I just fell. Oh, my God, I just fell. Shit. This guy just tried to pick me up. I'm gonna end up dead. I'm gonna end up fucking dead. He got pissed. He got super pissed. He fucking comes through. He pulls in the middle fucking lane. It's a 3-lane road. He pulls in the middle lane. Why does it keep happening when I get off alive if nobody knows who I am? Because that's the second one. That's the second one that's pulled up and it's been like, oh, you need a ride? And it's, no, sir, I don't. You think nice women of this community have not already asked me? Fucking creeps. So he pulls up. He's in the center lane. When this car comes, look at the road. So it's like, it's a 2-lane road, but there's a turning lane that has yellow lines. Oh, shit. Shit. The camera was on me. God, my back is killing me so bad. So there's a yellow line in the road. You can't see it. It's a turning lane. So he rolls up to the turning lane facing me, oncoming. And he's like, hey, you need a ride? And I said, no, thank you, in a very stern voice. And I backed into the grass and kept walking. Then he passes me, whips an illegal U-turn, and fucking guns it right past me, going the opposite way. What are the chances? Well, first of all, if you just saw me in passing, why'd you need to turn around? Or were you looking for me? Stop being naive out here, y'all. Stop being naive. If you have anything to do with social media, I don't give a fuck if it's Facebook. People are watching you. People know who you are in your community. Especially if you're a pretty woman. I'm literally walking in fucking grass and getting cut up because I got 3 feet of freaking highway right here, but nobody sees me. God damn, my back. So every time I get off the phone, somebody pulls up and tries to pick me up. And that guy looked young. He looked maybe like 25. And he wasn't ugly, he's just freaky. What are you doing? No, I'm fine. And then the fact that he whipped the U-turn to go back the way that he came from, yo, that's fucking dead giveaway of somebody who's been looking for you or knew where you were. Oh God, I got somebody stopping. I got somebody stopping behind me. Oh God, hold on. See, when they can't see the camera, it's when I have my camera in my hand. Because on live, the screen is lit up. I can see the screen lit up, so they can see that. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Whoa, that's creepy. They cut their lights off, you guys. You guys, this is not a fucking joke. They cut their lights off. They're behind me, but I can't see them. What the fuck? What is wrong with people? Yo, what is fucking wrong with people? So there was a car behind me. He was about 100 yards back. You see the stoplights up there? He was 100 yards back. He slowed down. I could hear his wheel wells slowing down. I'm turning around and fucking walking backwards. This is ridiculous. Then the creep turns off his lights, so I can't see the car in the dark. It's pitch fucking black. Pitch fucking black. You can't see your hand in front of your face. This is the sticks. There are no people. There is no businesses. I'm in the middle of the goddamn hills have fucking eyes. Seriously, 100%. What the fuck? That's the car. It was a fucking white Jeep with those fucking LED lights. He cut his lights off back there and stopped. He came to a stop. I heard his wheels stop. What a fucking creeper. Oh, you think that me living in a car was bad with people waking me up? Every night, coming to Walmart to rev their engine. Oh, it just got worse. Now they're going to be hunting me down on the internet to harass me. Like that's going to change anything. I'm still going to call you a bitch to your face because that's the type of person you are. Only a bitch would fuck with a homeless person who has tried harder than you will ever imagine or be capable of. That's what your problem is. You're a loser. You're mad that I have the ability to try given the circumstances and regardless. And I'm going to continue to. You're a punk. All you dudes that try to open up my car windows, the people that I caught on camera looking in my truck windows, losers. And now I got people coming into turns, cutting off their headlights and coming to a complete stop behind me. How lovely. I mean, that's what the cop said. She said, you got to be careful walking through here. She said, they are creepy out here. Oh, I see why you were warning me now. Thank you. Thank you so much. As if I didn't already know. I didn't know. I mean, I know I've had my share of problems over here with creepy ass men stalking me. But I really didn't think that somebody would like try to hit a homeless person on the road or aim their car super close to me just to scare me or stop in the middle of a curve and cut their freaking headlights off to creep me out. I don't know what they were doing. Were they dumping something? I don't know. All I know is they came to a complete stop and cut their damn headlights off and I couldn't see nothing. I don't know if somebody's running out of the car to come and get me. I don't know. But I can promise you one thing. I'm like the perfect victim right now, you know? Oh, and I'm not allowed to have a gun. Remember? Not allowed to defend yourself. My back is killing me so bad I have to sit down. Seriously, I feel like it's breaking in half. I've got half a bottle of water left. I do have money, but I'm trying to hold on to it. Maybe if, I don't know, if a miracle happens and YouTube just deposits the check into my damn account and I can make 2 truck payments, then I could be able to get my truck back, maybe. But hell, if it doesn't happen in the next 6 hours, it ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where they've already told me, they've already emailed me. I've been on the phone with them for freaking weeks. And these 3 truck payments that I'm now behind as of September 1st, I was supposed to pay months ago. How am I supposed to pay them if nobody's gonna hire me? How am I supposed to take care of myself if nowhere is going to hire me? I had a guy on here a while ago. He left a comment. He said, there is no lighted area. That's what you're not listening. See, this is what I'm talking about. There is no lighted area. What are you talking about right now? I'm in the middle of nowhere. YouTube pays me $6 or $7 per 1,000 views. I have 250, and that's another thing. You know how when the live's in, it'll say that I've got 25,000 views? That's bullshit. That is bullshit. You do not get $6, $7 for that 25. Do you see what I'm saying? For those, if it's 25,000 views, they say that I'm supposed to get $6 to $7, and that's before taxes. You see what I'm saying? Or, I mean, that's after taxes. And then they take more taxes. Okay, so we went over this earlier today. They take all the fucking money. They take 40%, and then Apple takes an additional 30%. So if somebody donates $1,000 to you, you're only getting maybe $300 or $400. Oh, I gotta get up. There's cars coming. They'll call the law on me. Apparently the people that I flipped off that almost hit me in the fucking road called the law on me. Oh, look, the whole town's turned against me. Go figure. They were already fucking jealous of me to start with because I point out their fucking flaws. They sit over here and let a sex trafficker fucking kidnap women for 30 years and nobody says shit. Nobody says shit. And then I grow up and I realize that all of these people were complicit in this. All of them. And I start talking about it and then it's a problem. Fucking evil ass people. I used to think the city was bad. At least the people in the city are upfront about their fakeness. At least they're upfront about their fakeness. In the country, we got this southern hospitality, and it's all fake. They're all fucking fake. The only women that I've ever met that were completely happy with themselves out here were women that had full-time careers and actually took care of themselves. If anybody swells up over 200 damn pounds, all of a sudden they take it out on everybody around them. And that's 90% of this town. So I'm already going to be hated by default because I'm cute and skinny. Like I have fucking control over that, Bethany. I've fucking been trying for freaking months to gain weight. Every time I get a little ahead and I get 1 or 2 bills paid, shit hits the fan again. I can't keep up with the fucking economy. And then I got job interviews out here. They're dicking me around. They're like, yeah, come in and interview. We'd love to have you. And I said, well, look, they accuse me of all these horrible things. I'm a horrible person. Now, I haven't done anything in 10 years. I don't feel like I'm a horrible person. I know that I'm not. But you see what I'm saying? I tell them this. I need to tell you about my criminal record. And they have you drive all the way, an hour, 2 hours. Hell, I've drove to other states. That's what people don't understand because their mind can't even fathom the shit that I've done. We used to drive to Florida looking for work. Last year, go look, there's tons of videos. I've been talking about the same problem for a year. You think anyone that has a drug problem is going to bitch about the same fucking problem for a year? No. They're not going to be out here trying like I have been. Stop being fucking stupid. God, if I hear one more thing about drugs, I'm going to strangle somebody. Oh, here comes the little high school bullies. That's a high school, you guys. Those are the ones that fucking ganged up on me at the King Walmart. Remember that? And I called the cops. And what happened? The cops called me crazy. Even though, I don't know. I truly think that the children recognize my car and they do it intentionally. I mean, obviously, anybody that sits there for 30 minutes burning tires right next to your car has it out for you. Oh, there's another cop. So he's probably, see, you can't even be homeless in this town. Remember last week I told you all the van lifers were gone? Look at how the cops have been on me today. Remember when I told you that all of the van lifers disappeared out of the city while I was gone to West Virginia? Remember? This is why they go up into the fucking mountains and they pitch tents. But you can't even do that anymore. The city of Winston-Salem released a press statement on Monday talking about how they're going to clean up the city. They're going to clean up the city. All the homeless people got to go. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So I woke up this morning and I said, well, let me look at rent prices because I'm very curious what they are now. I'll never do it. I'll live on the fucking street till I die. I refuse to be part of the fucking problem. I refuse to pay thousands of dollars in rent that is not going to the future. I am not a child anymore. I'm a grown-ass woman who is not going to pay rent to people that it's not going towards my future. How is that benefiting me? Oh, that's that weird Jeep. That's that Jeep that cut its lights off and was stalking me. Yep, that's it. UGJ 3504. That's the one that stopped in the middle of the road and cut its lights off. How fucking creepy. None of these businesses have Wi-Fi. None of them. I had to sit down and do something in my legs and my ass. I mean, when I tell you I'm in extreme pain, when I'm talking 10 out of 7, I would rather have a wisdom tooth hurting right now than this. If I could keep going. It's like a 7. I'm in extreme pain from walking. I don't have anywhere to set this. And I know how cruel the world is. I'm going to end up killed. And there's no doubt about it. I'm dead within a month. The way that they've been treating me, everybody treats me. You know, part of the reason I opened up my channel is because I never understood why I was always the target. Even when I was a child, my parents took their anger out on me for no reason. I guess because I was the guinea pig. They were going to see if they fucked me up by teaching me horrible things. And, you know, all of them horrible things that they taught me, they never stuck. They never stuck. I've always been a good person. I've always believed in holding yourself to a higher standard. Always preached to everyone to do the right thing. Always. Even when I was strung out on drugs. Even when I was strung out on drugs. That's why society hates me. It has nothing to do with me calling people stupid on the internet. It's because I point out that we're lacking, that people are lacking. They're fucked up. You can't trust nobody no more. Everybody has ulterior motives, and they're just after instant gratification. They want to use you up and spit you out. And then at the end of the day, they call you the bad guy. Where are all the homeless people in this town? Run them off. They run them off. Oh my God. I didn't put myself in this situation. I sure didn't. I actually had an employer that didn't pay me the money that they owed me when I worked. This could have happened to anyone, and this is becoming more commonplace. We're going to see a lot of restaurants and bars to come where the girls are acting hookers. This is very common. There's been multiple restaurants just this past week, 2 weeks ago, that were busted for prostitution. All of the girls, the waitresses and the bartenders, because they're not making enough money behind the bar, so they've resorted to prostitution. They see customers outside of work on their off time. This is commonplace in the world now. Between OnlyFans, you know, we got young girls out here can't wait till they turn 18 so that they can damn open an OnlyFans. How sad. How sad. I never wanted into the sex industry. Matter of fact, one of the reasons that I got myself clean was to get myself out of the life. And I did it. I did it. I got away from the clubs. I got away from everything. My abuser, all the people that were hurting me, my ex-boyfriend, you know, his girlfriend before me hung herself. That's what I was talking about. She hung her $1 million house. That's how happy she was, you know. I should have took that sign, but at the time, I was on drugs. And I really thought that he cared about me. I really thought that he was going to be my escape away from my abuser. Turns out I met two and one in the same. They're best friends. They're buddy-buddy. They talk all the time. Imagine the fakeness. So what if I start stalking people that seem like they're stalking me? I was thinking about that the other day. God, my hips, y'all. My hips. I have no doubt that mania has definitely carried me through the day. The shock of the situation. You know, that's why I can't eat, because I don't even feel good. When you're hurting, when your legs are hurting from walking this far and you're dehydrated and you're hot, you can't eat. Imagine running a fucking marathon, a 30 fucking K in one day. Do you think you would want to sit down and eat a meal? It's like people are incapable of putting themselves in my shoes. Completely. Oh, she's got to be on meth. No, Brenda. I feel like if I eat a biscuit, I might explode. It's hot. I'm sticky. I haven't showered. I barely had any fucking water today. Have you ever ran, Brenda? Do you know what it feels like to have to fucking hike fucking 20 miles on concrete? I'm sure you don't. Here's a thought. What if I got a job and worked that job for 2 or 3 months so that I got a paycheck so that I could pay my truck payment? That's what I did in January. And you see where I ended up? Because of other people's fucking actions, which is exactly why I took out a lawsuit on them. And now, I have no way to present that lawsuit. Now I have no car to do anything. But they knew that. That's exactly why they stole money from me and refused to pay me. I was an easy target. You don't have rights if you don't have money. Period. And at this point, I trust no one. No one. You can't. You can't. One wrong move and your life is over. Here goes the Jeep. Yeah, you better turn. What a creeper. Why do you stop in the middle of a highway like that on a dark, dark highway and cut your lights off and come to a complete stop? They are up to something. I don't know what. I don't know what, but they are up to something. People call me crazy because I got survival instincts out the ass. No, Brenda, that makes you stupid. Y'all see the other day, we're in the middle of a fucking busy Walmart. There's a tornado warning and everybody's just standing around with their thumbs up the ass, expecting these Walmart workers to protect them. I'm sorry. I'm just smarter than that. I would never put my faith in a Walmart worker, and I'm not saying that they're bad workers. I'm just saying that I feel like I would have a better chance on my own. I feel like y'all gonna hold me back, okay? I got this. Get the fuck out my way. Hold my beer, please, okay? See, that's the problem. If you meet somebody like me that has so much ambition, so many dreams, so many goals, they want to help people, they got empathy, I'm a good person. And society tries to destroy you. Since I was an early child, they have tried to destroy me. And it'll drive a person insane. That is exactly what happened to Orlando Brown. Cat Williams, he went way off the track. Shit, Dave Chappelle too. Donald Trump, he's the only one that's gracefully been through false charges, okay? I mean, gracefully. If I were him, I would have been flipping shit. But look at what they done to Trump. So if they can do that to a president, imagine what they can do to little old me that has no family or money or anybody to help stop them. And I'm sure my mouth don't help. That's the whole problem. Yeah. But you know, if I lose that, if I lay over, if I bend over and take it, I'm not getting into heaven. I'm not getting into heaven. If I lay over it and take it, and I'm complicit in all of the evil, I'm not getting into heaven. That's not how that works. See, that's what Christians fail to realize. That's what Christians fail to realize. A lot of you Christians don't realize that it's absolutely your moral responsibility to say something when you see something. When you don't say that your co-worker is stealing from the Bohangles, you're complicit. You're just as bad. But what do I know? I only have my soul to worry about, honey, and that's what I've been doing. And I am much happier doing this than fucking being a sex slave, okay? You know, hearing that man talk about what he went through and the things that he had to do sounds so reminiscent of my past. Being forced to fornicate with multiple people. Have you ever had to go through that? Do you know what that does to a person? Being forced into an orgy. And then people want to come here and tell me to try harder. Oh. Hearing that man that P. Diddy assaulted and kidnapped and forced to have sex with him, Cassie. I was forced into similar situations with two people and over a period of 12 years, you know. And hearing that guy admit that he was a sex slave made me realize that I absolutely was. I absolutely was. That was the only purpose for all of this. And I'm talking about my abuser kidnapping me. Getting me involved in legal shit so that he can line his dirty pockets with fucking money. Why do y'all think I have so much hate for these leftist politicians? I see what they're doing because I've experienced it exclusively for the past 20 years. How many people don't kill Diddy? I think he'll be dead. He's already on suicide watch. And I know that years ago, or last year, I said that I thought Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill his, or I thought that he did. well, I had read papers that he had a history of suicide. So I put 2 and 2 together. I mean, here's the thing. I try to come to my own conclusions, and I genuinely looked at his mental health history and also the time that he was facing, and I said, is this probable given his mental health psychological history? And I said, yes, it is, because he had this history of suicide. Well, then I find out that history of suicide was made up. They had been planning to make him look like suicidal for a while. So did he kill himself, or is the more probable story that they killed him to prevent him from talking? If I can be hung up on false charges, and President Trump can too, then I can assure you that if they want somebody dead, problem, that's probably easier than him and somebody up on false charges. Yep, it's probably easier to kill somebody that's already incarcerated in a prison cell awaiting trial, especially in a fucking jail, bro. Do you know how easy that would be in a county jail? But yeah, and I don't know where Epstein was held. I can only assume that it was a federal prison until he was awaiting trial. But given the circumstances of the evidence that I recently learned, I have no doubt that they killed him. And I'm wondering if they'll do that to P. Diddy. Or are they going to let him age out like damn Bill Cosby in prison? I don't know. It depends on what he knows and how much evidence and how much shit he's got on everybody else. Because if they kill him, that's what they're doing. They're trying to silence him. And I think that he knows too much. It's all coming out about these white parties and these freak-off parties and all this weird shit. And I'm telling you right now, I don't think people understand. The person that Diddy is, I met that in a now 85-year-old man. Do you see what I'm saying? I met the same person. I met that when I was a child. And I asked for help when I was 18. And the cops drove me back to his house and told me that I was better off with him after I tried to kill myself. Yeah, I drank a bottle of alcohol. I don't know what I was trying to do. I was trying to get out of there. It was the only thing I could think of. And I took the rubbing bottle of alcohol and started drinking it to try to make myself sick. And he called 911 and told him that I'd kill myself. And they come and got me, and they took me to the hospital in Danbury where his wife worked. I didn't even know he had a wife. She lives down the road. Y'all, we were not dating. We were not dating. He come into my life, and he said, I want to give you a place to stay and let you get on your feet. It wasn't long before the drugs were introduced. It wasn't long before I found out he owned a sex service, an escort service. And when you're that age, you don't have control over your life. You don't. You might think that you do. But then when you get to my age, you realize that you don't. You realize that you didn't know what you were fucking doing. You were a child. Your brain wasn't even developed. Your fucking prefrontal cortex is still not developed. I will never waste money on a hotel. I will die out here in the elements before I spend a fuck penny on a hotel. Because the fact is that I had a home. I had a home. It's not my fault that nobody has paid me the money that they... I knew this was going to happen. Well, I see why that old lady just sits on the curb all day. I get it now. At this point, I physically cannot walk anywhere. When I tell you I'm in extreme pain in my hips, my feet, my ankles, all of it is in extreme pain. I've walked, let me see how many. 56,000 steps today. How many miles is that? This is ridiculous. Well, I'm going to go because my phone's going to die. It's already at 0.5% and I have no way to charge now. I hope y'all have a good night, and I already have more vape pods, smart ass. We'll talk in a little while tomorrow or something. I don't know. I don't know where to go. I guess I'm going to sit here until the business closes, and then I'll walk somewhere else and sit there for a few hours, and then somewhere else. I don't know what to do. There's nowhere for me to, like, go in the woods and sleep. I'm terrified to sleep in the woods of bugs. So, at this point, sitting on the herb is my best bet. You know what I mean? Like, I really think that people want me to get hurt. I really do. I think that they want me to get injured because I've called people stupid. But that proves my point. That proves my point exactly. That speaking any kind of truth pisses people off to the point that they want to harm you. And that's what I've had happen my whole life. So I've had it happen my whole fucking life. You know, the winery, she only hired me. But she only hired me to fucking verbally abuse me and berate me. I was just somebody else for her to control because she had the checkbook. It was abusive as fuck. The restaurant, they only hired me because they wanted to fucking have sex with me. And when I refused to do drugs and fucking get involved in sex trafficking, they fucking bullied me till I quit and then never paid me. Like, none of this is my fault. And then YouTube, let's talk about YouTube. YouTube says, oh, we have your direct deposit coming to you. You need to verify both of your accounts. So I do that at the beginning, 2 months ago. And then at the very last minute, September 18th, all of a sudden there's a UPS package for me, but I don't have a home address, but YouTube has my P.O. box. So the UPS package goes to the post office, and there's nobody there to sign for it. So it goes back to the warehouse. But the kicker is that the text message they sent me from UPS does not have a tracking number on it. So I don't know if I'll ever get that fucking check. Do you see what I'm saying? There's no way to find out where the package went. There's no way to find out if I can get another one. Even if I do, if it gets sent to my post office, I have to sign for it. There's no UPS around here. I don't know. That check, I probably won't see that check for 6 months. Or, longer. Till I'm able to get a car. I don't know where it's at. I don't know what's going on with it. And it should not be this difficult for creators to get paid after they've worked their ass off for over a year. I shouldn't be in this situation. I'm not listening to anybody tell me that it's my fault, because it's not. You bitches fucking lay in bed till fucking 12 o'clock and fucking don't get out of bed and don't do shit. Smoke fucking weed all day and waste your fucking life away. You wouldn't know what fucking ambition and fucking initiative was if it smacked you in the face. Your opinion is irrelevant. So I'm going to go. It's starting to rain. It's starting to rain. I feel raindrops, so I got to go and figure out shelter. Bye.